Hi, pipe smokers. This is Paul the Pipe Guy, live from Rochester, New York, and I kind of just wanted to do a little Wednesday evening rant and smoke together. So, the bowl I'm going to be using is my beautiful Dunhill, which was made in 1937. It's absolutely pristine, just like it came out of the box. I was very lucky to get this. If I haven't told you the story behind this pipe, which I have, but maybe some of you didn't hear it, I actually saw this pipe on eBay, and the seller wanted $200 for it, which it was worth all of that. And I had a couple of Bush beers. Really didn't need another pipe, but I didn't have a Dunhill in my collection. And before I went to bed, I shot him a lowball offer, offered him $140. And the next day I awoke and they took it. And I was like, oh, I just spent $140. I mean, not that I didn't have it, but I didn't think they would accept it. So I paid for it at like 5:30 in the morning, and it came to me, and what a beautiful bowl. This is my best smoking pipe that I have. And some of my subscribers say it's because it's made out of aged briar, and it was made in 1937, which would make it 84 years old. And to be in this condition, like brand new. I really should be smoking some Edward G. Robinson out of it, because Edward G. Robinson, who is a famous American actor, loved Dunhill pipes, and I have 3 tins of his blend here that I bought. But instead, I don't remember really trying this, by H&H Old Dark Fired. And it's hot pressed pipe tobacco. Let's hear what they have to say about it. 1.75 ounces, H&H Old Dark Fired. H Old Dark Fired is a bold flake of dark fired burleys in a well-balanced unity with flue-cured Virginias. This flake is hot-pressed, meaning that during the pressing, heat is added by steam to the tobaccos, which causes the tobacco to intensify the marrying process, giving us a bolder tobacco. The robust, earthy flavor of the dark-fired burleys shines through in the taste, and you will experience a deeply satisfying smoke indeed. And so, when you open up the tin, it's got this beautiful gold. It's kept in this little package here, and that's what it looks like, little strips of beef jerky. And I have one out here. They're very, very thin. They're probably only about 1/8 of an inch thin. Should be probably about maybe 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters. And it is pressed. So basically it's a plug that's already been cut up into, I guess you'd call them flakes or ribbons. So we're going to put this back in its tin, and I actually have had this stored. Ooh, I didn't write this one down. But I know I ordered it in 6 of 2021, so I'm going to write that on there now. Yeah, I don't know how I missed that one. Anyways, we're going to put it back in the Ziploc bag, which kind of gives it double protection against drying out or losing its flavor. And I'm going to sit here and talk to you. So what do you guys think about the Two for Tuesday and Thirsty Thursday thing? I've been doing it for a long time now. And not getting as many responses or thumbs up. It just doesn't seem I'm getting as many views on Two for Tuesday. What would you guys, as my subscribers, like to see me do? I'd like to have some responses on that. That would be nice. The number of subscribers I have is still growing little by little. I've gotten up to about, as I just counted them, 381, which is a lot less than, a lot of other YouTube presenters have. So what would you guys like to see? I mean, I've done tobacco reviews. I've done stormy smoke togethers where we get a thunderstorm. Power outages sometimes. I'll get the oil lamps going. Is there something else you guys would like? Would you like me to review every single pipe that I have? Go through and show you every single blend of tobacco that I have? I don't know. But I don't know. It just seems like the views are kind of getting cut down and the responses are kind of weaning off a little bit. Am I doing too many videos? Because, that can be a problem too, where, you get bombarded 2-3 days a week with too many videos. Maybe I should cut it back to one. What do you guys think? Guys and girls? I don't know the answer to this. I've never really had a YouTube channel until recently. Probably started this YouTube channel, I'm guessing, maybe a year ago or so, approximately. So I don't know. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you'd like to see. Tell me what you want me to do. What interests do you guys have? I mean, smoke togethers and everything are nice. I enjoy doing them. But just not getting the number of responses and views that I had before. I don't know. So those of you who are presenters on YouTube, I'd like to hear from you also. Some ideas. Leave them in the comment section. So we're rubbing this old dark fired, I don't even remember what this stuff tastes like. It does rub out fairly good. Yeah. Oh, we're going to get a full bowl here off of that little flake that you saw. I don't know. So, enough of that. Let's talk about something else on our little smoke together. Wednesday evening smoke together. So, I don't think I've ever shared this with any of you, and I'm certainly not ashamed of it, but the reality is that I went through decades of extreme stress. I mean, the job that I had as a finance manager, raising all these kids, going through a divorce and then a separation with the second wife after 20 some years, it wears on you and created a ton of stress for me. So I started getting panic attacks. And for 2 years, I lived with that. Not depression or anything, just panic attacks. I mean, it got so bad at one point in time that I'd pull up to a Walmart or a Home Depot or a store or whatever, and I was so full of anxiety I couldn't even go into it. So what they did, the doctor did, is he gave me a very mild prescription of a drug called Xanax, which I'm sure most of you are aware of, and started me out on 1.5 milligrams of that a day, which is still a very small dose. And I was able over time to, I mean, I couldn't even go into a restaurant and eat. And the first time I had a panic attack was in my early 40s, and I was out to dinner with my wife, and all of a sudden it was like I couldn't breathe. Beads of sweat forming on my head, rapid heart rate, and I thought I was having a heart attack. I grabbed my beer, I drank that. I grabbed her glass of wine, I drank that. I ordered 2 more beers, pounded those down, and finally it started to go away. So anyway, so I only take a 0.5 milligram of this stuff a day. Now, I've weaned myself back down to just a 0.5 milligram. But because in the United States it's considered a controlled substance, the physicians, the laws have changed. They can no longer just call it in. You have to go see the doctor every month before they will give you a prescription of Xanax. And you have to take a urine screen because so many people were abusing this drug. They would get big prescriptions of it, and there's a lot of people that are taking 4, 5, 6 milligrams a day, and here I am. I'm just taking a 0.5 milligram a day. It probably barely shows up in my urine screen, but once a month, I mean, and these people would get prescriptions for it and sell it on the street, you know, for $1,000 for a month's supply to people that wanted to abuse it. So now everybody that takes that medication has to go in and take a urine screen once a month before they will renew or refill your prescription. And if it doesn't show up in your system, they cut you off. So that's just the way it is, you know. But anyways, so I developed a platonic friendship with the nurse at my doctor's office. She's a 39-year-old red-headed physician's assistant, and very pretty girl, very nice, super, super nice. In fact, her husband, Ron, is the one that is giving me all of his pipes. He's like 25 or 30 years older than she is, and went through a heart procedure, blah, 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 and he has to give up pipe smoking. So she said, you can have them, Paul. When he gets them all together, he has hundreds of them. So, well, that'll be interesting when that happens. So anyways, as our friendship, and I've never seen her outside of the office, definitely would not date her, obviously, because she's a married woman. I don't care if her husband can't get around and he's 76 years old or whatever. Doesn't matter. She's a married woman. So that wouldn't happen. So I try to come up with something new for her every time I go in there. And so the first time that I met her, her name is Tiffany. I said, hi, Tiffany. My name is Paul Gilson. Shook her hand. And this was before the COVID thing. And she says, oh, my name is Tiffany L. I won't say her last name. But she says, my name is Tiffany, blah, blah, blah. I says, oh, pleasure to meet you. She says, I bet the next time you come in here next month, you won't remember my name. I says, I bet I will. She says, okay, we'll see. I'm going to give you a test. Sure enough, a month passes by. I go back in there. She's doing my urine screen, and every 3 months you have to be seen by the doctor. They take your blood pressure, all this stuff. So she's doing what she needs to do. And I said, do you remember the little test you gave me the last time I was in last month? And she says, no, I don't. And I says, you asked me if I could remember your name. And she says, oh, yeah, I do remember now. She says, so do you remember my name? I says, yeah, your name is Tiffany, blah, blah, blah. She says, how did you remember that? I says, well, it's very easy. It's all about association with things, people, and their names if you want to really remember them. And I said, Tiffany and Company has been around for hundreds and hundreds of years, and they make beautiful quality things. Beautiful quality lamps, beautiful quality jewelry. Everything they make is beautiful, and it is of extreme high quality. And you, I think, are a beautiful, high quality person. So that's how I associated your name. And the last name that you have was easy for me because that's the name of the road that I live on. And her face got red when I told her that, about Tiffany and Company making beautiful things, and she's a beautiful quality person. And I really meant that she is. So another time I went in, and she's like, my, your heart rate is a little fast. I says, Tiffany, that's just what you do to me. And she started laughing and says, I've heard that a few times. So today I go in, and I have to take my urine screen, and she comes out and she's like, oh, hey, Paul, did you do your urine screen? And I says, Tiffany, month in and month out, I yearn for you. And she just shook her head. She's like, how the heck have you been, Paul? This is good. I says, I bet you never heard that one before. She's like, that one I have not heard before. I says, I just came up with it. I didn't plan it that way. So that's the type of relationship that we have. And every now and then she'll text me, hey, how you doing? Or I'll text her, hey, how you doing? I mean, she's taking care of her sick, ill, old husband, and she's still a young, beautiful lady. And I'm not trying to hit on her or any of that stuff. Now, if she was single, might ask her out for a nice dinner. I mean, if something unfortunately happened to her husband and he passed on, well, then you just never know. So anyways, enough of that. Let's try our H&H Old Dark Fired Hot Pressed Pipe Tobacco. Because I got it all rubbed out here. We have fire. We got everything we need. We have bush beer. I just inhaled a little. Oh, it's strong, but it's good. Meaning it's strong if you inhale it. just puffing on my pipe it's very, I wouldn't say mild, but not something that's going to give you tongue bite either. Mm. Mm. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I still have some of that spark plug from last night's video in here. Although there's not a lot. It's about a 1/4 inch in the bottom of the bowl. Don't even know if it's worth smoking. But let's clear the pellet before we do. So I'd like to hear from my subscribers what you folks would like to hear or see in my YouTube channel. Spark plug, here we go. This stuff you gotta smoke slow. Mm. Mm. Oh, yeah. So, tomorrow's Thirsty Thursday, and I do have a few old ads from like around World War II for K-Woody pipes and different styles of pipes. Maybe I'll show some of those to you so you can see them. Yeah, some old antique ads I bought off of eBay that are in pristine condition. Anyways, we just passed 22 minutes. That's my little Saturday or Wednesday rant. Just want to know what's going on. Why is the views going down? Why are the comments going down? Help me. I want to do what you guys want to see. Anyways, subscribe to my channel. Hit that little bell so you get notifications when I come out with videos. And anyways, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy, live from Rochester, New York, in the United States of America. Happy pipe smoking, pipe smokers. Over and out.